You are listening to the greatest who ever done it. Mr. Funky Fresh. You are listening to the greatest who ever done it. Mr. Funky Fresh. Mr. Funky Fresh.
Funky Fresh Radio.
Mr. Funky Fresh.
Funky Fresh Radio.
Basically, man, we've been doing a lot of traveling, man, trying to spread the love. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's really what you gotta do, dog. Yeah. Like, you know, we all solo too, though. So we put kind of getting our solo projects in the studio going hard. You know what I mean? And pretty much after the winter, it's about to get real ugly out there.
Yeah, a whole lot of projects going on. Yeah. Y'all got the 6-1 Gunners coming out. You can check me and news on that, you know what I mean? And I got the whole beam involved in that. We got a lot of people doing their things on that. So you can definitely look out for that. I got the Vitamin MC coming out real soon. Got Gravy from the Biggie movie on there, got a feature with him. Again, got news, got BR, got Lex, what up? So, you know what I mean? We just making it happen. We're banging out the records right now. Man.
See, you know, you're holding back right now.
Yo, Busty, man, I'm real hot with Boston.
You're holding back right now. You know,
I'm extremely disappointed in my city. I'm hot with the city right now.
Okay. Alright, well, let's get into this because this is the forum to get into it. First, I would just want to say this, like, you're not really like telling your history, brother.
I mean, yeah, I'm bad news, man.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know, I get it in as far as music,
yeah, you've been at it.
And you know what I'm saying, I've been working hard at it, but recently I just became, you know, discouraged. Because it's like, you got dudes out here, man, giving it their all, you know, doing everything they can, and I just don't feel like the city's behind it whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like, a fan's a fan, and I appreciate anybody that like my music.
Right.
You know what I mean? But most fans is rappers.
Good point.
When I get off stage and dap in the rap that's going on. Like, yo, I love your music.
Or locked up.
You know what I'm saying? And that's a great point too. Like, I get more love behind bars than I do in the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got a car, I can drive, but I like to be in the street. I hop on the bus, you can catch me anywhere, anytime. Right. And so far so good, I say maybe 3 people have walked up to me like, yo, I love your music, man, you need to keep it. And I'm like, well, how many other people feel like it?
Right.
And what people don't understand is that motivates the artist to make more music because he actually feels like what he's doing, people can, you know, they're feeling it in his city. You know what I mean? Like, how am I going to go to New York or Atlanta somewhere and they be like, yeah, so how's your city embrace you?
Right.
And I'm like, I don't know.
I agree with you 100%. And it also, in the defense of the city, you have to also understand the way the city's built. First off, right off the rip, you start back 100 years back. Paul Revere, Bunker Hill, so on and so forth, Boston Tea Party. It's a Caucasian city right off the rip.
Plymouth Rock, of course.
There you go, right off the rip. 2, we have nothing. We have no clubs for cats to perform. We have no black radio, major league. We used to, you know, but don't have that. We have no platform of true retail. We have no platform of record company. We have no platform of distribution. We have no platform of music here, period.
And that's part of the machine that goes behind.
So understandable, but
now, I'm getting to where you're going. I'm getting where you're going. So that's part of that whole dynamic of us having a music scene. 2, you have to understand the where our own embedded hatred comes from, which has been going on way before current cats who are doing music. So the hatred of our own music has stemmed for a very long time, and it's been passed on.
Right.
Okay. People don't give credit where credit is due. People don't support the cause. People go get a Fabulous tape before they go get a Rock Game tape because I don't like them dudes. You know, all of that is a mixture in this pot that messes this whole thing up. Okay, and you're right. You get more loves for people who's doing it. Your own peers. Then you have to look at it like this. I truly believe today, Cats is making real great music. Okay. Before, there were cats that wasn't making great music and it was messing it up for those who make great music.
Right.
So when you got a cat that stands outside and says, yo, buy my CD, with all the writing on the top, in a plastic Ziploc bag, and they get somebody, and it turns out to be trash, how do you think that person's going to feel on the next thing?
Understandable. You know, the workout's great, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's doing me no good.
So what do you think a good answer would be? Of change. Of change.
Right now, I'm up in arms with it. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I mean? But,
yeah, because it's a hard hit.
Right. And then it's like, okay, say you end up in New York City, and they're like, yo, these kids is crazy. And then you see me on a video, and I'm like, Brooklyn, oh, he's a clown.
Right.
But what do you expect?
Right.
You gonna go with a love? Right.
Right.
You know, and that's what's killing me. It's like I just hope that the city realize what we're trying to do. Right. Whether your music is good or not, I support whatever artist is coming out of Boston. Right. You know, as long as you don't step on nobody's toes and say the wrong things, you cool.
Artist to artist.
You know what I mean? Artist to artist.
Right.
And it's just like, I don't care who makes it first. Somebody just make it.
Right.
You know, because you just
statement.
don't. Yeah, because you don't know what kind of gates you opening up.
Don't
you opening up gates.
That's all it is. There's a lot of, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and I feel it because I rap. I know all the rappers out here.
Right.
If you from Massachusetts, Boston, you say you rap, and you don't know me, you don't rap too hard in what you do. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I know 99.9% of all the rappers, even the dudes that's locked up that rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's like, you can tell, you know what I mean? Like, certain people, you know, when you go to them and it's about let's big up the city and do music or whatever, some people just don't want to do it. And that's, you know, that's their choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I feel like the more positive energy you get amongst the group, the more chances somebody in that group is going to pop.
Right.
You know what I mean? And if you look at it, Texas, you know what I mean? Them dudes is whack. And at the end of the day, they just came out with 5 or 6 different artists that all had songs with each other. Right. So once one could put a hit record out, they could just do a domino effect off each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's really, in reality, how everybody's going to eat. And, you know, it just is what it is. Like, you know, we bang the next block with the next block. You know what I'm saying? I think it's in the DNA of a lot of people out here just to not really, you know, dig the dude that's not from your block. You know what I'm saying? Or he's not from your hood. And we got to get past that as business people. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, like, you know, everybody watch Scarface, but nobody in Boston knows really how to move like Scarface. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, if you want to cake up in anything, I don't care if you make shoes, sell t-shirts, sell rap, sell crack, whatever you're going to do to cake up, you're not going to do it by yourself and become a billionaire. You're not going to do it by yourself and do anything but be hood rich until the dude next to you thinks you're getting a little too high, and then he's going to come chop your block in half and try to put half of it in his pocket. And that's just the world. So if you don't function like, you know what I mean, you about getting paper and you about doing it on a level where everybody's going to eat, you ain't never going to really eat. You're going to eat a little bit.
Touch FM, Funky Fresh Radio, Boston Marathon Music, the hottest radio show in the city. Every Friday, Saturday night, 10 p.m. to 3 a.m. in the morning. You know how we do. You know how we get down. Don't act like you don't already know. It's my dudes, the GWOP gang. Big shout out to my brothers in the building.
Yes. Yeah.
So that joint right there, interesting record. GWOP gang, Triple Threat. Very interesting record. I love my dudes, Triple Threat. I think that was a great collaboration right there. I really think that was.
Classic.
Yeah, it is. It really, really is.
City classic.
That was a great pick right there.
No. That was kind of chips. My man's in is way hotter, man.
This is my man Bad News. He's mad. Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you.
You are listening to the greatest web presenter.
Mr. Funky Fresh.
You are listening to the greatest web presenter.
Mr. Funky Fresh. Mr. Funky Fresh.